Meizu is one of the many smartphone brands pushing its way out of China and into the consciousness of those who are more familiar with buying Android phones from LG, Samsung, HTC, Huawei, and ZTE. It's most closely related to the latter two manufacturers, thanks to its slick designs, heavily customized user interfaces, and quite often, very reasonable price tags. The Meizu MX6 would have once been a flagship phone for the company, but it has since introduced the Pro range, which supersedes the standard MX series. The specifications are still pleasingly upper range, and the design and build quality are as good as any we've seen from Oppo, OnePlus, ZTE, and many others. However, buying one will still be seen as a gamble, but should that really be the case? Is opting for a cheaper phone with strong specifications, despite not being overly familiar with the brand, a bad thing? We've been using the MX6 for a couple of weeks to see if it's a welcome alternative to the growing number of excellent smartphones that sell for less than half the price of a big-name brand device. Design: the Meizu MX6 looks like an iPhone, and it also feels like one when you're holding it. While generally accepted today, it's rather tiresome to have yet another phone that takes its styling cues from Apple's ever-popular phone. Our review model has a white front panel broken up by a 5.5-inch screen and a stadium-shape, multifunction home button. The rear panel is metal with a matte brushed look, and antenna bands sweeping across the top and bottom, just like Apple's new iPhone 7. Performance and software: Meizu doesn't use Qualcomm's Snapdragon processors. It has used Samsung's Exynos chips in the past, but has recently tasked MediaTek with powering some of its phones. The MediaTek Helio X20 is the chip inside the MX6. It's a deca-core processor we last encountered inside Xiaomi's Redmi Pro, where it performed acceptably. Display and battery: the 5.5-inch screen is produced by Sharp, and uses in-cell technology, where normally separate screen layers are combined into one, for a highly responsive touch surface. Feather light touches on the screen are all that's needed here, and it's a real pleasure to use, particularly when playing games. Camera: arguably one of the most important features on any modern smartphone, the camera can make or break the device, and convince us to recommend it or not. The MX6 has a 12-megapixel Sony IMX386 sensor, which has an f/2.0 aperture, and a 1.25-micron pixel size with phase detection autofocus. It doesn't have optical image stabilization. Connectivity, warranty, price, and availability: the Meizu MX6 costs $300, or around £250, which is a very reasonable price for a smartphone with these specifications. However, US buyers should be aware it won't connect to 4G LTE GSM networks, and will only operate on 3G. In the UK, it has better 4G LTE connectivity, but we still found it more often selected 3G high-speed downlink packet access (HSDPA) signals.